Because then that way we're seeing what they're saying that way.
Okay, but you don't think it has to be reset, right?
No, just let it go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Comics, man. The place to be. We're going strong, man. Another week, man. We're doing our own thing right now. And Jeffrey Cumberhan Hansen's taking another week off. He wants to relax and do his thing. He's taking some time off, like I just mentioned. But you know, for the fourth time, he is the fourth time coming on the show. He is Ray the Master.
It's an old show.
No, that's us right now.
Who is it?
And we got Steve in the house, man, from CapnComics. Ray the Legend.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Exactly, man. Thank you for coming on the show for the fourth time, Ray. How you doing, brother?
Well, I'm getting a little older, but other than that, Steve's kept me so darn busy pulling this book and looking for that book, and such is called about this book. So things are starting to happen. We've got a few set aside for some people, and the momentum is starting. I can't wait until we get our own little show where we can visit with other people at the same time, you know, and express what we've got.
Well, you know what, man? You've been doing well, man, and it's nice to have you back on the show. And Steve is, you know, your buddy, man. You got him doing all the dirty work, going up, hunting down all the boxes and stuff like that. And it's nice to see you guys for the fourth time. I really dig it. I wasn't expecting it, but I know Ray was like, I need to come back on the show, man. I want to hang out with these guys one time or another fifth time. Who knows? But Ray, if you don't mind, there's a bunch of people in the chat. I'm going to say hello to them, and I'm going to show it. That way you can see who's on here. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to pop up with the first one. We got Comic Games in the house. He was the first one that was hanging out with us right now.
No, it's all up there.
All right. So we got Victor Olin. Victor Olin. He said, "What's up? Comic book killers are here." And he's a big supporter of everyone's channel. Oh, who's this guy here?
There it is.
Ray. We're ready to go, man.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah, that was you. That's what I typed up.
All right, so we got Southern Geek Comics. He said, "What's up, folks?" And we got, let's see here. Southern Geek Comics said, "Drink some more coconut water." I don't have no coconut water. Everyone thinks about coconut, man. It's over San Antonio. Let's see here. We got Perry Comics. He said, "I'm playing with some new toys. I might make the end." I don't know. He may show up in the shower somewhere. All right. Let's see here. Let's keep it going. Sorry, guys. We got the thing is, YouTube is faster than what I'm trying to do right now. So let's see here. Southern Geek Comics still in the house. Perry's still working on some toys. Oh, we got Stay Puff 1983. Sean in the house. Sean
Puff.
Homie. He is a cool guy over here in Orlando, Florida. We got Trinity, 2nd Street Marvel. What up, brother? Thank you for hanging out. We have Edwin the Comic Jabroni. If you know a thing or two about some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you don't know anything unless you met Edwin. Edwin is the man. We got 1-2 Comic Talk in the house. He said, "Greeting community. Hey, Rod, Ray, and Kat." There it is. 1-2 Comic Talk. Say hello to you, Ray.
Hi. Those are nice looking icons that they have for each one of their groups.
Their names.
Yeah.
Their names.
Yeah, you don't need one of those, man, because you're epic. All you gotta do is put epic on yours, and they know already, man.
I told Steve that maybe I should change it to older than dirt.
No, don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Joe, oh man, he goes by Joey Bag of Sevens or something like that. He said, "Yo, Cap, let's keep it going here, man. A few more people. C.3 Comics in the house. Ben Compton in the house. What's going on, everyone? Thank you for the fourth time. You guys want to enjoy your night hanging out with myself. Not only myself, with the legend, the master, the homie that has all the great comic book goodness out there. He is Ray. He is 82 years young. And we have my brother, CapnComics in the house. Thank you all for hanging out with us right now for the fourth time. Ray was like, man, I want to jump back on the show. So now we're doing it, man. We're doing it for the fourth time on the row. And if you guys want to jump on the show, I sent the invite to a few people. If you want to just hit me up on Instagram, send me your email. If you want to hang out with us, hit me up. If not, just send all the questions out right now for Ray. But Ray's going to show off some books, man. Fictional.
Hey, what's on your shirt? I'm trying to read your shirt.
That's Mario.
Oh.
That's his tongue.
Oh, okay. That's neat.
Oh, all right. I had to find it for you, sir.
Isn't he part of a pizza place?
Yes.
And a video game.
That's the Turtles, man. But he is, you know.
Steve's going to start it off with showing you a few things he's got next to him, and then I'll help.
All right, man. I'm so looking forward to this. All right, so you want the Soto panel? We'll do the Soto panel then.
It doesn't matter.
But
you all right?
Let's see.
There you go.
Wow.
That's number
nice.
1.
That was a number 1.
That's another number 1.
By the way, these are from 1971.
Man, I wasn't even born yet.
Number 3.
Well, you're around now. That's what matters.
Any Vampirella, right? Yeah, we got some Vampirillas.
Oh, get ready, Jeff.
Those were some Marvel ones that I found out in the carport when I was looking for some other stuff. Go ahead, Steve.
All right, you ready for some? Now, Ray got out a couple boxes, and he put in some modern, some old Golden Age. They're all variety of different boxes, or different ones.
Oh.
Some of them are just one print of, but a lot of them are number 1s. Not all, but a lot.
Black Panther?
Something different.
I've never seen that one before.
Each time.
Well, we can if they want to know.
You want to know the years of these as we go along, or just the books?
You can if you want, Ray. It's up to you, brother.
Okay.
Well, this one we'll definitely tell the year on.
Okay, this particular deal I found in a bunch of old papers. It's dated 1896, and it's an Easter Sunday bulletin. 1896.
Wow. Jeez.
I know it's not a comic, but I filled a box with oddball stuff too.
But that's perfectly fine. Oh man, bringing up right now.
Yeah, we had one man in another part of the country that wants some romance-looking ones, so we're looking.
Oh man. Yeah. Good
That's
Lord.
number one scout. Everyone driving home listening to your stream. Looks like you're having fun. That's a number 1.
Uh,
What was it?
interacting
Gary
with the
Gardner.
community. Oh man. Look at that. Shut the front door. Wow, man. They love what you're showing right now, Ray, man.
I think
Oh,
that book
that was that Ray? Man.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was a zero.
Yeah, issue 0.
Whoa.
He has like 2 or 3 of these ones.
There it is, man.
And everything we're showing you so far is for sale. If you guys have any interest at all, just email us.
Man.
You can either email me or email Steve.
Giant sized werewolf.
I'm going to show you this. You kind of have to read it backwards, but it's where you can email.
All right. There it is, man.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. And there's
Now here's a little set. This is number 1.
they're called The Next Men, and they're dated 1993.
Oh man. That's nice.
And I think it's books 1 to 4.
There's your appearance of Hellboy on the cover. That's kind of a modern one. Sinister fans out there. Wildcat, number 1. Yeah. Number 0.
Let's see.
That's
Number 1.
a number 2. Number 1.
There's a couple of different number 1s in that. And here's a Youngblood number 0.
Oh man. Number 0.
So if somebody wants to start a group, obviously you want to start with a 0 if you can.
Hellstorm. Secret Defenders.
I like this next one here. It goes quite a ways back. It's from 1952. It's book number 48. It's worn and it's torn, but it's in pretty good condition for a 1952 book. It's called All Crime.
Oh man, that is gorgeous, man.
So if anybody is a mystery buff and they like, gangbusters and crime magazines and comics, here is an old one. And by the way, that's not very much. That happens to be only 15 bucks. Okay, and this is the other one. We showed this one before, but it's worthwhile to show again. This is from 1933. It's a number 3 book of real crime.
Ooh. Wonder what the comic book community knows about that book, man.
That's an old 25-cent one, and it says America. It says America's on the auction block. The truth about foreclosures.
Wow.
Mr. Natural.
That's number 1, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. We only have one of this one. A lot of these books we only have one of.
Bloodshot.
That's a Bloodshot 0. And I think I'm not positive, but it might glow in the dark.
Oh.
It might. It might.
We'll find out.
Do what?
Find out.
Now if it glows in the dark,
Well, if we're talking to you very long and we blow a fuse, we'll be able to see if the comic works.
That's one we thought was kind of unique. Both the same comic book, but one has an orange suit and one has a red suit. So I don't know if that's a misprint or miscolored print, but one of Nightcrawler's is orange, and then one is red. So
what year is it?
85.
Well, 1985. They're both a #1.
Wow, man.
Okay. Here's a Power Man. This is 1986.
Power Man. A lot of
Hey,
people don't
Biggie.
know about Power Man. He goes by Iron Fist. Not Iron
Well,
Fist.
yeah, it's on there. Power Man, Iron Fist. You're right.
New page.
Hey, this is really a different one. Let's take this out of the bag. This one, when Steve saw this, he thought he was hallucinating.
Oh, man. I'm going to have a heart attack right now, man.
I thought I was having a 60s flashback. Can you see his eye through the eye hole?
Oh. That's crazy.
It has a hole all the way through it on purpose. I've never seen another one like it. That happens to be from 1993. It's book number 5, and it's just different.
Something different.
So if anybody wants a book with a hole in it,
That is crazy, dude. It looks like Biggie said, "Icon told Captain Comics something." What do you want? What do you want to tell Captain Comics, Biggie?
okay, this one here is called. This one is from 1993, January 1st, or #1. It's worn and it's creased, but it's JFK's assassination. Frame 313 is what it's called. I only have one of that, but if somebody is a president collector of stuff, here's a JFK assassination. It's nothing to be proud of. It's just the book.
So we got a couple Bloodsport ones. So we had to go way back to find Eternals #4.
And these books are listed as a cameo.
Wow, man. Oh, man, what the heck is this? Yo,
What's what?
not like that, man. That's not funny. People dying out there, so.
Who said that?
Funny, man. We don't need none of those
Somebody trying to
comments
be
like
hard.
that.
No, I'm not saying anything.
Not you,
Oh,
just the other people on chat.
oh, okay.
Might have heard this one.
Ooh.
Well, he's got a nice little brother right here.
Nice.
That was one box of random that Ray did.
I'm going to do a different box. It's called Odds and Ends. It just happens to be handy.
All right, so the more the Biggie Shaq is asking, tell Captain Comics to hold that timely for me. I know what I'm doing in 6 weeks. So he's asking Captain Comics to hold that book for him.
Which book? I know which book me and Biggie have talked about earlier, but I didn't know if he saw something else he liked.
All right. And hey guys, man, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me clearly. I've been having issues with this mic. If it's not working, let me know. I'll just unplug it. So I'm just saying, let me know right now, guys. Let me know right now.
You see my thumb?
Yeah.
No, he's talking about the chat.
Oh, you mean somebody else? You know, I just thought I was, you know, there was a guy who, his doctor, there was a guy who he and his wife were trying to have a little one, okay? So he goes to the doctor, and the doctor says, "You're impotent." And so he comes home, he shaves, he puts on a real nice suit and a coat, nice shirt and a tie and everything. And his wife says, "Why are you dressing up so much?" He says, "Well, the doctor says I'm impotent and I just wanted to look that way." Nobody gets it, huh?
Uh, uh,
It's supposed to be important, but he misunderstood it as impotent.
oh,
Oh, well.
all right.
Oh, that's terrible when my jokes don't go through. I'm not good to tell jokes.
Do I have to do the?
Oh, yeah, you can tell your jokes all you want, man. We're just fascinated by you showing off these comic book goodness. That's what's wrong, man. The jokes,
Okay,
okay, but you're hitting us with these golden books. It's like
okay.
blowing our minds away.
This item's from 1994. It was written by Rob Tokar. I'm going to hand them to Steve, and he can hold them up. I'll just tell you a little bit about.
Yeah, just let him do the dirty work. Just hand off the books.
This is Marvel Universe.
These are all 4 cards that are all connected.
Yeah, they're all connected. This is another set. If anybody is a collector of these things, they can have them dirt cheap.
How you came across those cards, Ray?
I have no, it was just in it with a bunch of stuff that was stuck away out in the warehouse. Okay, now there's a lot of military people out there that are comic book collectors. I just want them to know that I got a book for when I was in the service.
Oh, man. There's someone that's in the service right now. He's talking crap about me. It went right over Rob's head. Edwin, the comic jabroni, he's in the service, sir. We thank you for what you're doing, and he puts out great content. And when he's I'm not gonna say anything about him watching videos and saying this is crap, but you know what I'm talking about.
We showed these before, but you have new listeners, so I want to show these 4 other books. This is from 1917.
Jeez.
This is from 1917. This is from 1911.
1911.
And this is really neat. This is a one of a kind. This is a Secret Facts album of Flash Gordon. It's 1941. What?
Screen Facts.
Yeah. Oh, what did I say?
Scream.
I said scream.
Yeah. Scream.
I better have a drink of orange pop.
I know. You need another screwdriver.
Oh,
Screen Facts about Flash Gordon. This is 1941.
There's only one of those. It's well worth over $100. I got $85 on it.
Oh, so you'll give that one to me for how much? 50, you said?
86.
Yeah, 50 for me.
Add it $1.
Okay, this is this was in with some stuff. It's called Collectible Toys and Gifts. It's from 1998.
Some toys and the prices of toys.
And then G-Man had said, do you have any of those old comic strip things, which we did? This was shown before. It's from 1917.
Jeez, man.
And this next one is 1917 with Buck Rogers.
Wow, I'm just out of words, man.
Now, I know there's some guys out there that have little girls or even their wives are doll collectors. So I found 2 old doll collecting books. This is from 1950.
Gee.
They're not expensive if somebody wants to add them to their stuff.
Wow.
51.
This was shown last time too. This is back on, this doesn't have a date on it, but this is where this was the pattern where you could cut wood out to hang your kitchen utensils. And the pattern's on the back of the book.
Oh, my goodness.
That tells you how old it is. If you have a kind of idea.
During the war, back in 1942, 43, 44, and 45, in that range, civil defense was really important to our country. This is from 1942. It's an old newspaper of civil defense.
That was a newspaper?
Yeah. It was like
Wow.
a flyer. It was like a flyer that you got in your Sunday newspapers. And it was to tell the people, you know, we're at war, do your part while you're at home, that type of stuff. And at that time, you had ration coupons for gasoline. Gasoline was really rationed. In 1942 through 45, all of your Jefferson nickels are made of silver because they use the other elements with the copper for bomb shells, okay, and bullet shells. So your silver nickels are 1942 through 1945. A little bit of
History.
stuff I know about coins. Okay, this is from 1984. It was when Ronald Reagan was running for president.
Man,
So he would have all his people that he wanted to sit by him and where they wanted to sit at.
Like I said, this was a box of odds and ends that I made. These are posters.
Yeah.
Got a few posters if somebody's interested in posters.
Wizard posters.
All right. Let me acknowledge a few people in the house, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Knocking out the park, showing off his goodness, hanging out with CapnComics. You know what? We have an amazing people in the chat that want to hang out with Ray. If you have questions, feel free to drop them on the chat right now. A few minutes ago, we had the immortal Biggie Shaq. We had Apex Comics. I think he's still in the house. Joe is still in the house, man. Rob Boswell, Perry Comics in the house, man. And we're going here. Jeff Comic 813, my Cantonese homie. What's going on? Let's see. Edwin the Comic Jabroni, he was talking to us in the chat. And I'm using the YouTube right now, man. It's a lot faster. The Comic Club, Dwayne in the house. What's going on? Weapon X, what's up, man? And Fusha, what's going on, dear? Thank you for hanging out with us right now. Really do appreciate your time, guy. If you've never seen the channel before, this is your first time watching, hit that like, subscribe. We hang out with cool homies in the comic book community. Not only that, we get to see some golden age goodness, some books we've never seen before from the 1900s. My guest for the fourth time is Ray, hanging out with his buddy CapnComics. And you know what? He said they gave us a thumbs up. So that means hit thumbs up on the channel right now. Yo, man.
Okay, I got something
to show you. Say, man, keep it going, Ray, man. You're rocking out.
Okay, this is something one of your listeners might have in their grandma's house hanging up. Because back then, this was the type of pictures that were in frames hanging in grandma and grandpa's houses. That's from 1930.
1930.
This was one of my favorite guys. I tried to get him to join us tonight, but he's not with us.
Oh, who's that dude?
That's Red Skelton.
No, I thought it was Perry.
You don't remember Red Skelton?
No, we had that discussion. He don't remember.
Okay, how about Lucille Ball?
I Love Lucy.
How about Jimmy Durante? Where have you been?
Lucy?
I Love Lucy.
I Love Lucy.
I was looking through some books that I had put away, and I found a Christmas card that was given to me 20 years ago by my neighbor. And at that time, comic postage stamps came out.
Oh my goodness.
So these are for 39 cents. And of course, we're 59 cents now, 55 cents now. But these are from 1982. you know. So anyway, there was comic stamps out. So I thought I'd just show that. That was put away in my good stuff. But it was a Merry Christmas card.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, Steve's going to show you this Punch one. These are from 1940. There's a couple of different ones. Now, if you have anybody out in California near 29 Palms, that's a Marine Corps base, there's a camel to go with the sand.
Is that so?
But I would really send this out to somebody in California. What did I do? Give you two of them?
Yep, 1934 this one is.
Wow.
Here.
Oh.
1977, Bugs Bunny.
I'm old enough for, yeah, someone said.
I'm old enough. Somebody said I'm old enough to remember. Hey, who is that one?
1-2 Comic Talk.
I 1-2 Comic Talk. I wonder how old he is.
He's probably close to my age.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The son, he's got a young son. And
okay.
Some Hellraiser.
Oh, I'm not a fan of that one, man.
You are or aren't?
No.
Man. Have you ever heard of Faust Comics? F-A-U-S-T? Faust is like this, okay? It came out about the same time as Clive Barker came out. Punch and Judy?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just called Punch. It's an old magazine from what? 1940s. Okay, I found this clipping. This lady repairs comic books. So I've never contacted her, but if anybody's interested, you can contact her. And, oh yeah, before I lost weight, this is what I looked like.
It's like, get it.
Watch out, Edward, he's coming after you.
Are you serious, though? Is he kidding or is he serious, man?
No, he's just kidding.
Oh, it looks like him, though.
Well, that is my head. They can put your head on almost anything.
Oh, my God, man.
Okay, this is kind of neat. Back in 1956, promotion comic books, in the front of your comic book price guide, if guys are using the book, Overstreet, under promotions, it'll talk about books that were civil defense. In this case, it was for national disaster. And this is Lowell Abner. Now, he was the big deal back then. Whose hand is that?
That is.
Oh, okay. Lil and Abner. Were you reaching for this book?
No.
Okay, this is
I
from
wish
19...
I can.
Huh?
I said I wish I can. I wish I could reach out and grab that book from you.
Just let us know and we'll send it to you.
What year was that? 1956.
1956. That was, I graduated from high school in 57. Yep. So that was my doodad box. Okay, Steve's got something to show you. We don't know whether it's authentic or not.
That's not.
Well, Steve says it isn't, so.
Ooh.
It's signed.
Now, is that actual signatures you got signed from those guys? And that's Babe Ruth, man. Don't play with my feelings right now.
That's a reprint from, what I find it, 1992.
Ah, I'm about to have a heart attack, Ray. Don't show me some baseball stuff. And Steve, man, I'm about to pass out.
I did find some Lou Gehrig books and stuff like that. I've got them in one of these boxes under sports. If you are a several sport type of person.
Well, we're going to tease you here for a minute.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a quick glance, but we'll come back to that. I know there's Biggie out there who's a big wrestler, Undertaker.
There it is, man.
That's Undertaker number 2, 3, 4.
So if anybody wants a run of Undertaker,
5,
we have one set.
6, 7.
Well, you got the whole set, so I wonder if it was it good or not.
Well, we're just
9.
missing number 1.
Yep, number 1. And then there's number 10.
So anyway, there's some wrestling books that Steve asked me to find 3 shows ago, and I stumbled on them the other day.
So was that about this one?
Yeah.
Want to show this?
Do you want to do that again?
We'll tease it. We'll hold that one off to the side because I just want to watch Rod sweat for a minute.
I found this Marvel Superheroes Advanced Set is what it's called. And what's in it is there's a player's handbook. And then you have your cutouts. And this has never been used. Then you have your judge's book, how you judge the game. And then lastly, there's the board that you play the game on.
So it's like old school Dungeons and Dragons, but it's comic book heroes.
Well, let's see. Oh, it even has a sheet in here where somebody has played some games already.
Role-playing notes.
Role-playing notes. Didn't even know this was in here. Don't have any date on when it was done, but somebody has tried this, or at least read the directions.
And this is from 82.
1982. If anybody wants this, there's only one, and you can have it for $12. I don't care.
Man.
Okay, this is really neat. This is called Dark Domination. What it is, it has the whole set of cards in it for the whole series, starting with the very first all the way to the very last. They're all here.
What series of cards are those again?
It's called Defiant Zero 1993 Dark Dominion.
It's little cards that set up the story for all the way through it.
Yeah, so you don't have to take the cards out. The story is just right there. But it's a whole collector's, and they're in mint condition. Then we have one more. This is called the Official Handbook of Marvel Universe Master Editions. Steve says this has got all the
I got some of those.
Do you?
I do, dude. Hold on.
This is the whole collection. And if anybody,
what the heck?
You got, let's see how you got. How is yours?
The thing is, I just got these back a few months ago from my buddy, because the whole thing is, man, I gave him my whole comic book collection when I moved down here to Florida. So one day, a few months ago, he was like, you know what? I want to get some stuff back to you. So he was giving me some of the comic books I gave to him. But with that, he gave me these. Dude, I got some of those, man.
Good.
Not in the binder. I got to put it in a binder.
Well,
Right.
you could actually buy this binder and add yours to it.
Oh, wait. How much is the binder if I got some of them, bro?
I'm not going to take them out of the binder for you.
No.
I mean, you're a nice guy, but that's, it only goes just so far. how far do you live from Boca Raton?
Boca Raton, about well, that's all the way down there. I would say at least 3 hours.
Okay, I played golf at Boca Raton one time. I won a contest with selling computer forms, and they sent me to Boca Raton for a convention, and I got to play golf there.
Do you play golf at the at the hotel that's all pink and stuff like that?
No, you know, I'm wondering if Boca Raton is where President Trump changed it to Alamargo or whatever. I'm just not sure. But Boca Raton was strictly a golf course that was.
Yeah, that's where they filmed Caddyshack.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, and I worked at that hotel for a few weeks, so I know that for a fact. And that is a beautiful place, Boca Raton. Yeah. So.
Hey, we haven't seen that man from Philadelphia yet.
Clarence.
Clarence.
Oh, Clarence, man, Clarence.
Shout out.
Clarence, come on so I can at least say hi.
Let me see if I can reach out to him and send him a message.
Okay. I want to show this again while you're doing that.
All right. Okay. Give me one.
If you guys are going to order some books, I want you to go through neckcoolers.net. That's where PayPal is. But it's very important that you pay attention. If you send the books to us, if you send the money to us as a business, PayPal charges us 2.9% plus 30 cents. If you do it as friends or relatives, there's no charge. So really kind of watch how you do it, because it's no sense you or us having to pay anything extra when we're letting them use our money for a while anyway. Okay, Steve's got something that's really tricky to show you. I found this in a group of old stuff. It's Marvel #1. It's got L 5000 on it. So we asked we asked Siri's, what kind of money is L 5000? And Siri thought it might be from Italy. So the folder itself could be from Italy, but what's inside is really clever. So Steve's going to show you.
Whoa.
Hand them to you. Let me hand them to you.
I think we can.
Can you do it without dropping them?
Yep.
Really? Some Daredevil goodness, man. Wow.
These are all cover art.
Dude, that is freaking dope.
I only have one set of this. This should go into somebody's collection that really is a Daredevil person.
I don't know if I know anybody that's a Daredevil.
I don't know. What do you think, Ray?
So anyway,
Isn't that cool?
That is beautiful.
And on the back of it, it's written in Spanish. It looks like, or Italian. And then one says Frank Miller, but it's two groups of foreign languages or foreign words, if anybody can see it good enough. So maybe somebody can tell us whether this is Italian, whether it's Spanish.
Cover art.
Dude.
But the whole set goes as one item.
Where you priced that at, Mr. Rao?
Well, how much have you got?
How much do I got? Well, I
mean, let's put the shoe on your foot.
Well, now you put me on the spot. I already got the Flash Gordon. I think the Flash Gordon was at, I think 75. So you can
85.
It was 85.
We can make it an even 100. So then there it is. Well said, right?
I think we froze.
You're supposed to spit on your hands.
Oh, I did. You know.
I'll think about it, but I think you're just a little bit low because there is how many was there? 7?
7 or 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of these.
All right, so
let's go up just 100? A hair higher.
So 110.
Oh, that's really a jump.
Well, come on, Ray, man. You gotta put the poker face.
I showed all the Undertakers. Where was Biggie then?
Oh, Biggie's back, man. He's back. Hey, Biggie, the invite is sent if you want to hang out.
Should we show him the Undertaker ones again? Biggie, you want to see the Undertaker ones again? Shake your head if you do.
He wants to shake his icon.
What's going on? Cross Comics in the house, man. We got Discovery Big Comics in the house. What's going on, man? Thank you for hanging out. We got Bitbiter in the house. What's up?
1992 Spawn poster with Frank Miller.
Awesome.
This poster out of nowhere.
In the house. Hello.
Okay, you got that's for you. That's for you.
Yeah, you want to do that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, he's looking for some stuff. Here's a #1 issue. It's got a poly bag on it. It's near mint. It's Satan 6.
Jack Kirby's.
Yep. And that's issue 1 and issue 2. And issue 3. Cool. Lastly, issue 4. This is a 4 of 4 set. We'll only sell them all as one set. This is a weird one, Chevalier.
That is different. Never seen it. What the heck?
Yeah, that's different. Dakota North, even though we're South Dakota.
Yeah, we're not North Dakotans. We're South Dakotans.
Okay, this one is Harrowhead, 40 years later, Hitler's Cocaine.
Whoa.
That's kind of different.
Cocaine.
Yep, it's a #1. You know, these comic book stores that I bought out 20 some years ago, they had a lot of neat stuff in them. And then after I bought most of their stuff or all of their that they wanted to sell, they took the rest home. Then several years later, they called me and I bought what they had at home. So that's why I have so many different things. But I do have, for the new visitors, I do have 77,000 comic books. And today I just checked my list to see how many is on the computer. In 11 years, I put 66,000 on. So I have 66,000 inventoried. This is called Invincibles, a #1 and a #2.
Hey, Ray, that's nothing, man. I got more than you.
Okay. Yeah,
I got.
right.
I only got about 4,000.
4,000?
Yeah.
That's not a bad start.
We all have to take baby steps.
Yeah, you know.
Discovery Base said, "Is this an auction?" Hey, that's up to you and Ray and Captain Comics, man.
Whatever the way they want. They know how to get a hold of us.
We might be coming on Discovery Base, just do a little auction on this program there too.
Couple of Conans.
Oh, there's a fan base for that one. Van Ranger and Vigilante left some Conan.
This is a Conan annual. It's torn badly, but it's $3. Because it's a scarce one. It's just a shame that some of them are torn. this is a different book. It's a Zero. It's a premiere edition of Bone.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, this next book is a #1. It was put out in 1995. It came out as a promotion book for Toys, a Toy Fair Collector's Edition.
What's
It's a #1
book?
book.
I bet you Bueller have seen it.
We have 3 of those.
All #1s.
Yeah. This is a Zero. It's called Image from 1993.
Oh man, look at that, Ray. Discovery Big Comics just said, "Hey Ray, I will be honored to host that event." So Discovery Big Comics been doing auctions
All the time.
He did one today. He been selling books. John Comics for Kids been selling books. He did an auction last week. He was hanging out with Discovery Bay Comics.
You saw
Yeah,
guys, buddy.
Have this man get a hold of Steve, and we'll coordinate it that way, because Steve knows how to talk you guys' language. I don't.
Well, I know how to talk to you, Ray.
Yeah.
I know how
Well,
about money, right? Money.
You just don't know how to talk the right dollar amount. Okay, this one is from 1971. It's a #1. It's called Homegrown Funnies. I've never seen this one before. So, and some of these things we couldn't even find in the price guide. Steve had to go on the internet to find some of this stuff. This is a neat,
He's still cracking up.
this is a neat book from 1989. It's called Hobbit.
The Hobbit, Ring of.
So, you know, some of us have a comic book habit, but this is Hobbit. And rabbits hop, but this is still, oh, this is getting too corny. Okay, this is House #2, the second story. This is from a movie in 1987.
Oh.
I know there's a lot of people out there that like the scary type of stuff. I've got it.
I remember watching that movie a long time ago.
This is called Black Widow, and we have a 1 and a 2 of Black Widow. And these are near mint. They'll be sold as a set.
Are you a fan of Black Widow?
No, but I figured somebody might be.
Just like somebody might be.
This is 19.
She's pretty. I'm just saying.
She is good looking. This is #1, 1993, The Savage Dragon.
Oh, wait a minute. Holy coconuts.
You got that one?
Well, yeah, some Savage Dragon.
There you go.
There you go.
John Comics the Kids just sent that to me.
See? That was nice of him. Okay,
Hey,
for the kids, you know, I have a lot of Disney comics and a lot of kids magazines comics too. But this is Tailspin #1, and then another #1 of Tailspin. They're 2 different covers. But that's more for the younger kids. And I just as soon sell a bunch of the nicer books to the people who've got some kids that they want to get started reading books early. That's
perfect for Perry. Perry is watching a Marvel movie now, so that's right up his alley. Let him read books, stuff like that. And
he wants
a question for you.
He wants to purchase any book published in 1972. I probably got 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 books in 1972.
October.
Oh, October, wrong month.
So he's doing the whole birthday, probably year thing. So that's what.
What you do with your coins?
Okay.
Where it's every comic book that came out on his birthday.
Yeah, I make up birth year sets, a half, a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and a penny of the year of their birth. A lady came over the other day. She needed a 1948 and a 1951 for her kids coming up birthdays. So I know what, that's a good idea. This is a Teen Titan book. This is a scarce one. It's number 2, 1980.
Oh,
Do you have that one?
I don't have that one. Is that a George Perez, right?
I want to say yes. It's first appearance of Deathstroke.
Oh yeah, there it is. A lot of people love that guy.
Okay, we got a couple Invader books. We got an Invader number 12 and an Invader number 20 from 1977.
Good Lord. That is issue what? Was that 12?
One was 12 and the other one I think was 27.
Yep, that one's number 12. That one is 27 or 20.
20. Okay. Steve couldn't believe this when we found this book.
That was ASM 129. My friend Mark said that was Deathstroke's first appearance.
That was that Teen Titan one.
He just showed up there with Deathstroke.
That one.
There it is. That's a key comic book.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so you can put that to the side with my bunch of books that I want, Ray.
You know, we already have to have. We're going to have to hire. You know, we're going to have to hire an elephant to load all these books into a trunk so the elephant can pull these down to Florida.
Here's one that a lot of people, like even myself, have never seen firsthand.
Here is Maisie is Amazing. It's number 7. It's from 1951, and it's a 5-cent comic book.
Wow.
So seen a lot of 10 cents, but never a 5 cent.
If anybody wants a 5-cent book, there's one for them. This was a pretty scary Spawn one, but it's got a neat cover.
150.
These are all Spawn. 97.
Oh man, that's what
77. 100. 119. 127. 139. And 151. They're all near mint.
That was just some of the spawns. Like he's got boxes and boxes.
Yeah, I think there's 6. No, 6. Is there 6? 6 short boxes of spawns, and the short boxes hold about 100 to 125 books per box. So if anybody's looking for a good run of Spawn, they can have them real reasonable, because I have a lot of books that I'd like to share.
You guys
So
want to see some signed books?
Hey Ray, that's not even fair. You put the lid on the box and you gave Steve to put it away for you, man.
What, Steve? What? There's one more.
You put the lid on the box and say, "There it is, man. Put it away, man. Follow it."
No, you know, when I was in the Marine Corps, I always had to take orders. As you get older, you get a chance to give some.
We got somebody who wants to hang out with us, Ray.
Okay.
He is a cool homie in the comic book community. All right. He loves comic books, man. He goes by the name of the Immortal Biggest Shack. He is awesome. He is cool. He goes out there riding around, shopping, riding around the car, hanging out with the comic book community.
No, well, yeah, we gotta.
If you're ready to hang out with Biggie Shack, he's a cool guy. I would not send
that
it
time.
to him if I didn't feel you would be like uncomfortable.
What
He's
is the number?
a nice general. Just a nice
Yeah.
guy overall.
Biggie wants Captain America 100.
No, 68.
Oh, wrong one. 68. Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
All right, so let's invite our friend, our comic book community member, the immortal Biggie Shack is in the house.
Well, hi.
Is it Ray? It's Ray, right?
Yeah, hi. I see you got a wrestling
Ray?
thing on your shoulder.
That's his belt.
I see you got.
Good
Did
to
you
meet
win
you,
that?
Ray.
Did you win that yourself?
This is my comic book YouTube championship, brother. I've had this for about 2 years now, man. I'm the champ, brother.
Really? Where did?
WO
Congratulations.
style.
Hey Ray, he
Huh.
beat me. He beat me because I didn't have my coconut. If I had a coconut, I would smash his head and take that belt.
Yo,
away.
I see you showing all these bangers, Captain, dude. And you know what I'm saying? I got some old books too, man. So I thought I'd show up and show some heaters myself, man. I like to show them nice old books like you know what I'm saying, like we like to do, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So let me grab a couple.
All right. So, hey Ray, this is our friend Biggie Shack. He has a lot of older books too, and he's a fan of the older books. He just want to show off a couple books, hang out with you too, Ray. So
That's
just
fine.
just if you don't like it, just say, hey, I already have it. I have 45 copies of it.
I like Black Hawk magazines as the comics. That's the ones that I read when I was a kid.
Cool, right? Yeah, I like it. I just got this one today.
There you got a couple.
Little Black Hawk 109. You know what I mean?
Do you have any other Black Hawk?
Superman.
I do. I got a few.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's an oldie. A little 10-cent action. Yo, hey, Captain Comics Ray, brother. There's going to be a lot of guys coming after that Captain America, man. But don't let them have it, dude, because your boy Biggie Shack, man, I'm going to be there in 6 weeks. I know exactly what I'm doing, man. Just I don't want to put you out like that, dude, but if you could do me a favor, man, and let me.
Oh, you already
told me you got
claim on it first, so you know. Send me 50 cents, every week. That's a good team up. I have that one.
I don't.
It's a 30-cent variant, the rare one.
Yep.
It's a tougher one to get, a little bit tougher, you know what I mean? What else we got here?
I do, but not
that's
the
no
30-cent one. I want to say I have 30
There we go.
cents.
Bang.
Ooh, wow.
A little 10 cent. That one's a little cleaner, a little better shape.
Where do you pick up your books at?
I got a shop in town, takes care of me pretty good. They just got some books this year. I've been collecting for a while, and I just now finally got a place where I actually feel good about spending my money. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got some more bangers. I want to show you this oldie, dude, because I know you got them super old books, dude. Big Ray, brother. And I appreciate your style, man. You're one of my favorites. Oh shit! I got to plug in my cord. Hold on a second. Having some problems.
You might know about those.
I can't. Having some problems.
Cases.
Yo, man, this is awesome, man. Hanging out with Ray and Captain Comics right now. Biggie Shack is in the house. He's showing off some goodness, man. What we got here? Whoa,
that's a good one.
That's
is that
Superman.
Is that one graded?
Is
that one graded?
Awesome.
Wow. What do they charge for grading a book?
You know, my buddy Man Cave's AOK'd me this as a gift prize. And I expect it to be very valuable because these Golden Age books cost a lot more to grade.
Well, I just wondered because my mailman said he sent off some stuff to what's the name of what did I tell you? He sent them to where you send in a bunch of doodads and they sell them for you. eBay, except it was a different name. It wasn't eBay, whatever the other one is, where you send stuff into them. But anyway, he asked me how much it costs to grade a comic book, and I says, I sure don't know. So maybe one of our listeners out there could at least tell us what it costs.
I could send you a...
Do you know that'll stunt your growth?
Yeah.
He's doing perfectly fine, man. He's doing
I like smoking because it makes the comics worth more money when you blow smoke directly on them.
But
Mirage,
Mr. Miracle.
Oh, Mr. Miracle. Nice.
This is a top loader book for your boy Biggie Shack, dude. You know, I appreciate my boy Kirby, man.
Jack Kirby. Oh,
here you go, Rod.
Whoa.
Hey
now. I don't have that.
Hey now.
Good Lord. Yellow outfit.
We'll act like we didn't see that. We'll act like we didn't see that.
Oh man.
Adventure Comics.
Action.
I got to represent for my boy CapnComics, man, because he be showing them bangers, brother. I'll hold back some for later, man. I don't want to get too crazy with. Here's a little.
That one that you just showed, was that a number one? The one just before this one.
The Iron Man and Submarine.
Is it a one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a number one.
It's hard to see it.
Well, we're blind too, so.
Yeah, you know,
we're a cool book, dude.
I'm blind too. That's why I got my readers on, man.
Okay, so I want to show you that one. This one's super cool, man. Third Iron Man.
Oh, wow.
That's is that Tales of Suspense, or what is the top part of it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Tales. Okay.
Wow.
41.
Number 41.
And here's my last one. This is probably my highest grade, maybe most valuable book. Jimmy Olsen. 134. Spine is pretty much god dog gorgeous. And this specimen of a comic book, dude.
Those are really nice. Those are nice. Good. What? $5? What'd you say?
I got that for $5.
Oh, you got a bargain.
Yeah,
are you serious?
Yes, live on my channel. Metarog saw me.
Wow. Yo, man, I sent invites to
people
in the house if they want to jump on the show and hang out with CapnComics and with Ray and with the Immortal Biggie Shack. We're hanging out here, having a good time, getting to know each other, show off some books. I want to say, oh, man, awesome for Ray to be on the show for the 4th time. And I'm sure he has plenty of books to show off.
Yeah, we're okay. We're patient. Say, Biggie, did you see those wrestling books that we showed, or did you not?
I missed it, man. I missed the Undertaker. I was cooking. My buddy Lawrence, King of Comicdom, gave me a phone call, and I was cooking.
We're gonna show them again just so you can see them. In case you want any of these, they're all mint. We don't have the number 1, but we've got 2 through 10. So I'll hand them to Steve, and Steve can show them to you because he's good at that.
I'm a good man of life.
Yeah, you know what? I actually got like 3 or 4 of those.
Well, let us show you in case there's a gap in one of them that you want to fill.
Yeah. That was a good run, dude.
Well, 3 shows ago, I was asked, do you have any wrestling magazines? And I couldn't find them till just the other day. So
I get some pretty cool stuff people send me, man.
That's the last of them. So if you have any interest, just let us know. because we
Okay.
don't have the number 1, but if we can fill a couple of your spaces, we'll do it.
You guys
Dude,
want to see?
I'm coming for that big book, yo, Captain Ray, brother. I'm coming for that big ticket, dude.
Hey,
So
Big Will's email.
We got you set
just hold
aside.
it tight for me, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know how much I
email
appreciate
me
it,
on Instagram your email.
This isn't moving.
I don't think he just sent it to me right now. All right, Big Will.
I appreciate the heck out of you guys. You guys are
Um,
awesome.
what happened was when I was looking through a bunch of books, we found a bunch of them that were signed by different people. So Steve's going to show them to you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Wizard.
was talking to Captain Comics about doing a Golden Age show, dude. We still might do that if y'all want to.
Oh, yeah.
I would be down to hang out with y'all.
This is Wizard Half Blade.
Yo, Big Will wants in.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him in here right now.
I see
And
that
that's,
Wizard certification, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question on this one. We did seal it, didn't we?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. This Faust has 2 different signatures inside it. And we sealed the book back up, which is nothing to unseal it, but I don't know who the 2 signatures are, but there's two separate signatures in it.
And it's does it say which one it was? It was like number 300 out of, I want to say, out of 1,000. So that was pretty different.
Now, have you guys seen Faust before?
I haven't.
No.
Okay, well, Steve hadn't either. So, but Faust came out at the same time as Clive Barker came out with his books.
There's Max.
Okay.
And the Wizard.
Oh, that's nice.
93.
And that has a
Sam Pete.
So,
yeah,
if
some Sam Pete.
any of the people out there are signature collectors, they sure can have some. And then we found a bunch of 3D books. This one doesn't have the glasses, but some of the others do.
But that's a nice little butt on her though.
Red Sonja.
That's a nice little booty.
This one we don't know anything about other than it's signed.
Yo, that's a good book, Ray, dude. That just popped like a couple weeks ago. There's like 5 first appearances in that thing, dude.
that is number 399 out of, what does it say? 10,000.
All right, Ray,
Yo,
we have
Gambit,
another person that want to
okay.
jump on the show. We have another friend in the comic community that want to hang out with us.
Okay.
All right. He goes by Big Will. Big Will is a cool homie, a cool brother, should I say, a cool friend. All the categories, man. The guy is full of knowledge. He is awesome. He is just an amazing guy, very humble. And let's bring him to the show.
Big Will.
Big Will.
Man, after that introduction, you see this face. I'm so sorry.
I watched you the other day. You were really good.
Oh, thank you. What was I doing yesterday?
John's.
You were on with
John's
2 other
Comics.
guys, the 2 brothers.
Oh, okay.
2 comic brothers.
Yeah, I was watching you. You know a lot about comics.
Well, I like them, like a lot. Yeah, you kind of learn a little bit if you like something.
There's another one. Signed.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, that's that wraparound chromium cover. It ain't worth much, but boy, it's pretty.
Well, it's signed.
Oh, it's
Number
signed.
0.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, some wizard.
Not only do we have
certificate
one of
ones.
them, we have 2 of them.
Nice.
This one here, this one's a little bit different because it has the guy's picture who used to own it.
No, that's the artist.
Who signed it, I mean.
Sweet. Oh, that's Kusada, Joe Kusada.
Yeah, he's got a, right. Yep. He
Yeah.
signed both of them.
Oh, that's nice. And Ray, you were asking how much to grade a comic.
Yes.
for the one that Biggie Shack showed up, the Superman, it cost $65.
I thought it was like $100. I thought it was a lot more than that.
If you got to sell something to Rod for such a cheap price, you can't afford to have them graded.
That's
Come on, Ray, man. Stop busting my balls, man.
Got an X-Men sign. This is 4,090. Yeah, 4,990 out of.
Yeah, there's only one left after this one. And this has got a certificate with it also.
How many signatures on that one, Ray?
It's really messy.
1, 2. It looks like 3 of them.
Yeah.
But does it say X-Men Unlimited? 5,000. Dan.
Dan, Panossian, and writer Scott LaBelle.
So did you buy that signed, or did you guys get that signed?
I've been pulling them out of his boxes while I've been going along. Hey, this is a signed one. Hey, this is a signed one. Hey, did you know this was signed? I didn't even know I had that signed.
Do you like to be addressed Big Will, or do you have a different name you like to be called?
Will's my actual name, so Will's fine.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say was, when I bought out 5 comic book stores 26 years ago, and when I bought those out, the comic dealers kept a few books for themselves. Then years clicked by, and they called me and they said, I'd like to sell the rest of my stuff. So a lot of these signed things came from them.
Okay.
Here's a Wolverine issue, or 537 out of 7,500.
Okay. Yeah, that's the adamantium story.
Adam.
Right.
Adam Kubert.
That's a cool book.
Adam Kubert.
Yep.
Right.
You signed that one. That's number 537.
Is that a banger, Biggie? Will you consider that a banger?
That's a pretty good story, dude. That's pretty nostalgic, brother. I'd put that in the banger category.
For some reason, that book, for some reason, on the cover has the adamantium coming out of Wolverine, but that actually happened in the X-Men book where Magneto ripped it out. That's the after it happened is what takes place in that particular issue.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, you are right. The one with Magneto on the cover is the one you want.
All right, guys, give me a quick minute here, man. Let me see who else is popping in the house and the chat, man. A few more people, man. We've been rocking out. I'm just scrolling back here. Apex Comics in the house. Scott Evans, what's going on? Got Robert the G-Spot Gava in the house. You see him right now. Big Will in the house. Thank you for jumping on the show right now, being one of the panel members. We got Chris Barrett. What's up, brother? Thank you for hanging out. And let's keep it going here. John Comments with Kids. Yo, what's up, John? Let's keep it going. Downright Nerdy Podcast. They can be on, but you know what? You can't right now. So you know what? It's all right. Chicken butt. Everybody's gonna just crack on me every time I say, you know what?
I have a question. I have a question for you, Rod. What you keep saying chicken butt. What is that? Is that a new slang or what?
It's not a new slang, because you know what? That's because of my friend Edwin the Comic Jabroni, man. Every time I say, you know what, he says chicken butt.
Chicken butt.
It's just it's a bad habit. It's like biting your nails or stuff like that. So
I was listening to you the other day, and I kept thinking, I bet you said that 100 times.
I did. That's what I do. I can't stop, man. Look at this. Look at this, right? Everybody. And there it is. It's a little chicken. It's I can't stop it. I can't.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Anyway,
Steve started to show one book, and he didn't show the back of it yet.
That was a darker image.
Darker image. Now that
Jim Lee.
that's a special one, I believe.
Oh,
The normal
Jim
ones are
Lee.
in color, and I don't think they're embossed. So that one's a special one.
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
On
wasn't
the
embossed.
Killer
Yeah,
Instinct tour, whenever they were touring, it's called the Killer Instinct tour.
That's gorgeous.
That's
94.
dope.
I
Wow.
put a price of $50 on that. I don't know whether that's a fair price or not, but
I think a Jim Lee
I think
autograph's
it's
worth
fair.
50 by itself.
Yeah.
I think
Yo,
Ray will give me a
Hot
discount
Rod.
with that one, so I'm not worried.
With what it
Hot-
would cost you to get those signatures today, $50 is good. That's a good price.
okay.
Now,
Iconic
this one we
coconut
got-
champion, brother. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go eat me a cheeseburger, man. It was nice to see you, Captain Comics, Ray.
Nice to meet you,
Big
Biggie.
Will.
All right, Biggie, be
Everybody
safe,
in the
brother.
chat.
Take care. Thank you for coming on the show, brother.
Thank you, man. Everybody in the chat, have a good weekend. Enjoy your Saturday, dude. Everybody
where's-
go read
where-
some books.
We're saving your book for you.
Thank you for saving my book. I appreciate, dude. That Golden Age Cap. I've been
Okay.
crying and whining on these YouTubes for like a year about Golden Age Cap. So you're the man.
What's H cap mean?
Cap.
Huh?
Captain America.
He said
Age
golden
Cap.
age. It just slurred together.
It just slurred.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Bye.
Golden Age
Take care,
Captain
brother.
America. Timely.
Okay,
Read
bye.
your books. Ah.
He's crazy, but we love him.
Well, you see, I don't know this stuff that you guys talk about all the time. I'm just starting to pick up stuff. So, you know.
Well, I got a question, and you'll probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I see you guys showing these books, and it's all superhero related. And I got to ask, do you have any of the classic Westerns?
Sure, I've got 10
One in
boxes of
particular
Westerns.
that I've been looking for is Bill Boyd Westerns #1.
Hopalong Cassidy. I'll tell you what Hopalong Cassidy one I've got while Steve's showing you something.
This is the other one I found. It's a Tan 96 and D-Ron. They signed it.
Wow.
This one's 81.
Nice.
I don't know. I never heard of 21. And then we got a couple last little 3D ones. 3D. And glasses. A Dick Tracy. Glasses.
How did you happen to pick Hopalong Cassidy as one that you like?
Well, it's just, first off, that Bill Boyd Westerns #1 photo cover is so awesome. Gotta love it. And, you know, Bill Boyd himself, the man is a legend. He played Hopalong Cassidy for almost 30 years. He started in the 30s, late 30s, I believe, in the Western movies with Hopalong, and then took him into the 50s on television. And
I know.
it's the same guy playing and doing actual fight scenes and everything else for almost
You see,
30 years.
Look at, Will, look at this right here. You see that writing? I did that on the 23rd of February. The oldest cowboy in the movies was Hopalong Cassidy in Transylvania. Oh, there's more to it. Just a minute. But anyway, yeah, I have 3 different things hooked here. I'm sorry. But the oldest cowboy, he played in more Westerns than any other cowboy, Bill Boyd, Hopalong Cassidy. I'm looking at my Western list. In my Western list, I've got 439 Westerns.
Ooh.
And let me tell you what I've got in Hopalong Cassidy. I don't have #1 because I think you asked before and asked Steve and I couldn't find it.
Now there's more than one #1. There's the Hopalong Cassidy #1, and I know there's the Bill Boyd Westerns #1.
Okay. Just a minute. You got something you can show them while I'm looking?
Yeah.
He's got you working, Steve, man. Like, go get some books.
Anne Rice, the Mummy.
Nice.
Those two Anne Rice, the mummies.
Oh yeah, those look magazine size, are they?
No, these are comic book. Well, yeah, they're comic book size.
Huh.
We had one guy that asked about the Rifleman, and I do have the Rifleman book number 10, and that's that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I do have that, but the guy didn't buy it yet, so it's up for sale.
Oh, you mean the Rifleman where the kid has the log?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He has two of them ones.
Okay, I really have more Westerns than what I thought. I have two inventories. One inventory has 757 books in it, and then the second one has 439. So I think I'm going to have Hopalong Cassidy here in a minute. Yeah, Bill Boyd. Okay. I have the second issue of Hopalong Cassidy from 1946. I do have the second issue, and it's worn and it's torn. But a lot of times when I grade something, if it's got a tear, I call it torn. Okay.
You could have like the tiniest little tear on it.
But I have issue 2, and then in the 50s, issue 72, issue 80, 82, 89, and 94. So those are the 5 or 6 Hopalong Cassidy books I've got.
Okay.
So the earliest one is number 2, and if you're interested in that, let us know and we'll set it aside for you.
Not yet. I've got a list that I'm working off of now, and when I finish it, I'm going to make a new list that'll include all the old Westerns.
Okay, what was the other one that you said?
The Bill Boyd Westerns, number 1. It actually came out in the, I think 54, somewhere around there is when it came out.
Bill Boyd Western.
I do have it. It came out in 1950. It's worn and it's torn. Bill Boyd Western. I do have it.
Okay.
Oh, all right, Big Will. Get ready, Big Will, man. It hits you left and right with the uppercut, man.
I'm glad you said under Bill Boyd, because I looked under Hopalong Cassidy, but on the inventory, I do them the way it says on the book.
Okay. So I got to ask, since you have your list of Westerns there, do you have the original run of the Lone Ranger? I'm talking where he's in the red shirt, not the blue shirt. Or even better yet, do you have the 4-color comic where he made his debut appearance?
Well, the earliest Lone Ranger, it doesn't say what color the books are. It just tells me a number and the condition.
No, I mean the Dell books, the Dell 4 colors. You know, it'll be like number 200, something like that.
Oh, he's got way like Long Ranger number 3.
Well, there's Lone Ranger number 3, 1958. But you must be thinking of maybe even before that.
Yeah, I'm thinking of I believe it's mid to mid 40s, maybe 1948. Somewhere in there is the first series.
It would be under Dell?
As the publisher, yes.
No, Dell.
There's no way I can tell from this inventory list.
No, you got
that's
Lone Ranger 103.
No, but he's talking about in the 40s.
Oh.
See, these are all in the 50s.
Yeah, 50s.
But I'll tell you what.
Ray has Tonto.
He's got Long Ranger Tonto.
Well, that's 1994.
All right. Oh, yeah.
That's not.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. While Steve's talking to you, I'll go upstairs and see what the Lone Ranger looks like.
Okay.
All right.
Unless you want to go upstairs with us. You want to go upstairs?
No.
Take a tour. Let's do it. Take the tour.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah. All you got to do is unplug it right here.
All right.
All right. There it is. We'll go for another tour, man. This is what happened.
I
We did this the first time around.
Tour, Rod.
All right. We're going to show you This is the starting of the warehouse. Everything you see in boxes, everything is already on the computer. Everything.
All right, so I'm gonna give you the Soto panel, Ray, because it's only best so people could see this.
Okay.
Right now, man.
Yeah. And we got confirmation from the chat, Ray. The Lone Ranger #1, the original series, is from '48, and the Dell 4-color one where he debuted will be even earlier than that.
So it'd be in the 30s.
Yeah.
Well, we'll show you upstairs anyway.
All right. So
Ray's
if
a
you guys
movie
never
star.
seen Ray before, yo, this is the 4th time he's coming on the show, man. We're hanging out with Ray. He's showing off his comic book goodness.
There's 16 boxes of Batman.
16 boxes of Batman. Start up here at #1.
Batman the character or Batman the specific title?
Batman the character. You want to hold that for a sec?
Batman, well, they're comics.
See that? Back up.
Whoa.
There you go.
Oh,
They're all in alphabetical order, or numerical, rather. So
Wow.
the real rare Batman are at the bank. I've got, I don't
as
know
they
whether
should
you,
be.
I don't know whether you saw the show before, but I have Batman #6, Batman #2, Superman #6, and Superman #11. So those are all 1940, and that was the very first 4 of the 5 books that I bought before I even had a single comic here in Rapid City. So, okay,
The
Steve.
earliest
What?
Batman I have been looking for is issue 16.
16.
16. Well, okay, we're going upstairs. These are Batman toys. So if anybody's interested in Batman toys, there's all kinds of them.
Shampoo.
I bought out a whole collection of just toys,
Some fruit snacks.
except they're probably dried up or whatever by now. But
Batman on cornflakes. Won't eat them.
Yeah.
okay, as we come up here,
This damn tool
show 'em that.
crazy, man.
Oh, Buffalo Skull.
Yep. I bought this at a guy's house, this buffalo skull. Cost me $360. It's probably worth $1,000 now.
Wow.
These are Superman books. There's the earliest one is going to be 424 is the earliest one. Oh, that's the Adventures of Superman.
Superman's right here.
Yeah, Superman issue 154 is the earliest one. But
Okay.
there's a group of Superman. Then we come over to
Found a Cubs thing just laying
Yeah.
here.
Whoa, what the heck is that?
Cubs.
so that'd be Chicago, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Ryan something.
Ryan Sandberg. I got
Ryan
this
Sandberg.
I got this in 1994.
Ryan Sandberg played, I think, for the Phillies like 1 year, and then he went to the Chicago Cubs. Yep.
So anyway,
He was epic with the Cubs.
okay. What were you? Was I supposed to hold it?
No,
Oh.
you're good.
Okay, right here on this side is there's 8 boxes of just war comics. So U.S. Marines, U.S. Armies, Our Army at War, Sergeant Rock, Sergeant Fury, those. So I got a bunch of those. And then these are from 1944. These are the old magazines that were sent out to the troops.
Oh,
Wow.
Nice.
I've got cartoons on the back of them.
And this is September 8th of 1944. So that's 1945. That's GI rations that guy's eating. Okay, then as you come down this way, Captain America. There's 5 long boxes of Captain America, and a long box usually holds about 200 books or so. Jimmy Olsen. There's a bunch of old ghost magazines, Ghost Rider and just plain, well, Ghost Rider, first of all.
The original Ghost Rider on the horse?
Yeah, you have some original Ghost Riders where you're riding a horse.
Riding a horse?
Yeah, that's the original Ghost Rider one.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. Okay, these are Ghost magazine, the scary ones. And there's Ghost and Haunted and whatever. But there's 6 long boxes of those. Most of the boxes upstairs are the long boxes. But when I had them built on, I bought this house in 73, and I paid like $28,000 for it, or $30,000 back in 73. A few years later, when I decided to get into comics, I hired somebody to rebuild me a room. It cost me $52,000 to have this addition built on, because they reinforced the floors strong enough that you could drive a car on them, because I knew I was going to have a lot of weight out here. So, you know, twice what it cost me to pay for the house back in 83. Okay, then I've got 10 boxes of just old Westerns. So Bill Boyd and Hopalong Cassidy is going to be in here. Do you want to see what issue number 2 looks like?
If you're willing to pull it, I'm willing to see it.
Okay, let me figure out where it's at.
Oh man.
Well, it's not that hard. It's they're alphabetical. So
And guys, man, I just want to throw this out there. This is the first time you're watching Ray, man. Ray, this is the 4th time he's been on the show, showing off his comic book goodness, hanging out with Captain and Comics. Captain and Comics is just watching him dig through these books. So thank you so much, guys, for coming back on the show once again.
Can you see this one good enough?
That's number 1, isn't it?
It is.
Yep.
You do have number 1.
Yeah, I told you I did. So there's number 1.
You were talking Hopalong that you only had up to 2, but okay.
Right.
Yep, then comes Hopalong. There's the number 2 that I got right next to it. So this one is worn and torn. It's got a tear at the bottom a little bit.
Yeah.
So
so Rod, that guy on that photo cover of the Bill Boyd comic, that his name is William Boyd. That's his real name, and he played Hopalong Cassidy for almost 30 years.
Yep, like I said, the longest of any cowboy of any time. You know, we would have thought John Wayne did a lot, but now that's book number 2.
I just like learning, like watching this stuff right now, just learning a thing or two. And it's not big wheels in the house, because I'm learning right now as I'm watching these books. A little knowledge from the big Will himself too.
Yeah, I'm just doing these strictly for Will. This is issue number 71, issue number 72. There's 2 of those. Issue number 80. And he was always a friendly guy. I grew up watching him.
Yeah.
Issue number 82. Issue 89. And the last one is issue 94. Yeah. So
if you notice there, Rod, the number 2 that he had was an art cover, a drawn cover, but all the rest that he had that are higher number were photo covers. That's because the show wasn't actually being shown at the time when it first released. So they didn't have photo covers at the time. Then they switched to the photo covers once he was actually on TV.
Wow. That's crazy.
Okay, so at least you got to see Hopalong Cassidy.
Thank you, Ray.
That's crazy.
What's that saying? Ask and you will receive, seek and you shall find. Sometimes it's hard for me to find when I seek. Okay, then we got Captain America. There's Captain America, 5 different boxes of Captain America. Then we got Detective, and there's 4 boxes of Detective. Incredible Hulk, we have 4 boxes of Incredible Hulk. And then Flash and Phantom.
Now, do you consider the Tales to Astonish issues between Hulk number 6 and then Incredible Hulk 102 as Hulk books, or do you have them as Tales to Astonish on their own?
Tales to Astonish on their own.
So you think of everything alphabet? That's the way that Ray does it. Amazing Spider-Man. And then you have Spider-Man and Peter Parker. They all have their own, whatever alphabetical order they fall in.
So sometimes it's a little confusing if somebody says, I want to jump from, like Steve's wife likes Carnage ones. I was looking all over, pulling Carnage books from everywhere because they weren't filed under Carnage. They were under whoever was
Amazing Spider-Man to Spider-Man to...
Okay, then when we come back here, we've got Tarzan, She-Hulk, Namor, Brigade, Nam, Power Man, and then there's a bunch of Spider-Man, a bunch of Spawn. I've got a lot of nice looking Spawn ones. Then over here we've got Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man,
Hey, Ray.
What?
Hey, don't tell me what. Say, what's up?
Oh.
Don't tell me what. Don't say what.
Sugar butt?
There's a comment from the community. Chino Comics and More is asking.
What?
Amazing Fantasy 15.
Nope.
No?
Nope, we don't have it.
Amazing Fantasy 1 through 14.
Oh, there it is. That's a good question.
We can look when we go downstairs. I'll look on the computer sheet. Let me show Rod this one. Here's 4 boxes of Daredevil. 4 boxes. And there are 3 long boxes, so that's 2, 4, 6, probably 750 books.
How many of the yellow suit do you have?
Of who?
And that was only up to
Daredevil.
Issue 5 or 6, wasn't it?
When
did he switch, Rod?
I want to say up to issue 7, I think, is when they switched, right?
Yeah, and then I think he went to the write-off on 7 or 6.
I want to say he has number 5, because number 1 and number 2 is gone from somewhere. I don't know where they went.
Well, I'll tell you, whoever got those 2 got a bargain.
I know. You must have been sweet on them or something. He must have been tired of hearing him cry all over YouTube about how he wants a Daredevil,
Well, I'm glad that they went to a good home. Oh, is that them?
Yeah.
Are you sending them back?
No. No.
You got Adventure Comics down there.
We have Adventure Comics down here. Wait,
he's not even searching for the Daredevil books for me.
No.
No, they're downstairs. Okay, we're going to go back down. But at least you got to see what it's like.
I'll let you go.
Okay.
So you guys talking about setting stuff aside. Are you trying to sell books? Because I've seen you on Rod's show before, but I've never actually got to stay and watch until this time. So I'm a bit out of the loop.
Everything's for sale. Everything's for sale. That's pretty much where we're at with it all, except for a couple, you know, like his Batman #2, his Batman #6,
Well,
Superman
in that
6.
case, my favorite character is Wolverine.
Okay, we got some of those. We've got
Yeah, he's good.
There's what book are you looking for?
He's got 4 long boxes right down here of Wolverine.
Of the original ongoing series 1, 8, and 10, the entire limited series, and of course his first appearance in Hulk, Incredible Hulk 180, 181, and 182.
Well,
my cat. Don't touch.
Here we go.
Big chat.
Is that the one you meant? Is that what you meant?
Well,
Yeah,
he has that mini set. He has that mini set, that 1, 2, 3, and 4. He has all 4 of them.
What was the other one that you said?
Everything's for sale.
The ongoing series, issue 1, issue 8, and issue 10. Those are the ones that are Buscema covers.
Just a minute.
Well, he has. What year does that say on there? Just any of them.
Yeah. Well,
but not only that, man. If you want to buy some books, all you gotta do is Captain Comics, and then send him a message, and he'll reach out to Ray, and then you guys could talk between yourself, and then.
But the limited series is 1982. The first ongoing series started in 1988.
That was 89, number 9.
Close, in between 8 and 10.
Yeah.
Hey Ray, man, you don't gotta be searching for some books right now, man.
Yeah, you don't have to search, man. I was just being curious.
How do you know I'm searching and not praying? Okay, we're going to go downstairs because the books you might have been asking for, Will, might be in the rare ones.
Because he has a rare list.
I have 16 boxes of just rare books.
Okay.
Oh, man. Here it is, man. We're going to hang out with Ray. We're going to another room. This is awesome, man. We're going downstairs right now. We're hanging out with Ray, the legend. 82 years young. We're hanging out with Captain Comics. He's walking down the stairs on the phone. We got Big Will in the house. I'm your boy Roderick. We got a bunch of people in the chat. Thank you so much. Tino, Biggie, Joe, everyone in the house. Scott Evans. You know what? I said chicken butt. I don't care.
This is my favorite place to come hang out. This box number 1 starts with A. Goes all the way down. 16 long boxes. Short boxes. All the way that are scarce. You know, your Golden Age, Silver Age. Anything that has to do with scarce. Anything along that lines. There's Silver Surfers. There's there's Hulks. There's Captain America's. Amazing Spider-Man.
Tales to Astonish.
Tales to Astonish. All from A to Z all the way. I just found a Watchman the other day in his books. Original Watchman.
There was another one that he found too. 20-some years ago, I priced it at $670. Today it's worth $2,025.
Wow. That's a nice gain.
Right.
Okay, I want to say something. I wanted to tell you something different. I was looking through some old notes of stuff when we were talking about Hopalong Cassidy, and in Transylvania,
you cannot see, but
nails were pounded into coffins as protection against vampires. So this is what it looks like.
There you go.
Huh.
And one more, a patented 19th century device prevented premature burial, which happened frequently. A shaft provided air and a piston could be raised to indicate life in the surface. So let's say that somebody passed out and they thought they died, they constructed a thing that looks like this, whichever way you can see it. And it's actually a piston that you crank it up to let the people know outside the ground or outside the coffin that this guy's still alive.
Huh.
Just a little bit of trivia.
You can get a hold of me on CapnComics on Instagram. Send me a message, anything like that, if you have any questions.
So is it just a matter of needing space, or do you have an end goal in mind for these books that are being sold?
Well, I'd like to outlive, I'm 82, I'd like to outlive some of these people getting something for their own collection, not to flip, but for their own collection. But you know, do I really have a say-so as to what happens to them, you know, or what happens to the books? Would you tell me what book you asked about pertaining to Wolverine?
Oh, the Incredible Hulk 180, 181, and 182 are his first appearances.
No, we still haven't found that one, but I think it's written down on his notes. But we're still kind of digging around. I've been upstairs. I've been in the scarce ones. It could be out in the garage yet, too.
The Incredible Hulk? I thought it was Wolverine I was looking at.
Yeah, he was looking up Wolverine.
What was it in Wolverine that you asked me about?
I was asking about the limited series, which you had issue 2 or 4 of.
Yeah.
Upstairs. It's
Didn't you say something else besides the limited ones, a certain group?
I had just said the ongoing series from 1988, issue 1, 8, and 10 are the ones that matter. They're the ones that have value.
Okay, I have 2 number 10s. Okay. But I have 7, then it jumps to 9, and then I have 2 number 10s.
Did you have 1?
Well, he said that I showed him we had the series.
But he's got Wolverine limited
rare limited editions 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, 1 copy of each issue.
Yep.
I have 2 number 1s, 1 number 2, 2 number 3s, and 2 number 4s. So I have at least 1 of each.
I might hit you up on Instagram after a while.
Yep.
All right.
But yeah, that's awesome.
Well, I'm glad I got to show you the William Boyd one, because that kind of excites me too, because I really liked him as a cowboy hero. I
enjoyed him too. See, my dad, my parents are older, so my dad is only 11 years younger than you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's 71, so he grew up watching Hopalong, and you know, on the television. I'm sure you probably had more of the movies and then went into the television. But yeah, we watch a lot of reruns and stuff. So I've seen almost every episode of the Hopalong Cassidy television series, and I've seen multiple of the movies. And I have a true love for the westerns, and I'm also in the South like Rod is. I'm in Alabama, so the guns and stuff are second nature. So I enjoy the westerns because of that, and I just love westerns. They're just so cool.
Well, you don't really have an accent for Alabama.
Well, that's because when I'm on camera, I try to make it go away as best I can. When I'm with my friends, it slurs together and you hear it come out.
If you were
I have my accent right now, guys. What's going on?
If you were to say Rapid Creek or Rapid Creek, which way would you say it?
Well, I would say it Rapid Creek, but I would say it fast and so slurred it would probably sound like crick. But if I were to say it and let my accent be, I'd say, "Hey, you want to go down Rapid Creek?"
Yeah, you see, I came here from Indiana, And there it was creek or it was crick, but it's different in each place. I got to show you something your dad probably saw on TV.
Okay.
These are Boris Karloff.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a whole box of those.
2 boxes, actually.
2 boxes?
Yeah, we had another one out there.
So these are back in the 66s, in that range, 67. A lot of them are in pretty darn good shape, but I have an enclosed carport that I store the books in, and so they're in an area where no mice are getting to them, no weather problems because it's insulated well. And I had a carpenter build me super, super strong shelves to hold these boxes of books. And I'm glad when Steve comes over because I'm always need a box up at the top that he has to bring down and then put back up.
So were you really into the classic horror and scary stuff like the Boris Karloff, or do you just happen to come into it?
Just happened to come in.
I saw Boris Karloff when I was a kid on TV, but what I was more interested in was called classic illustrated books. Robin Hood, Ivanhoe.
Yeah. Now the classics illustrated, those things can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, because you have to look by the HRN number, and
That's
half the
right.
collectors today don't even know what that is, and you can way overpay if you're not careful. Those things can be dangerous.
Well, what happened, let's use Ivanhoe for an example. They probably printed Ivanhoe 10 different times, 10 different years. So you have to know that stuff. You're right.
Yeah. I looked up, I think the first issue, I might be off on which issue, but they printed it a total of 22 different times, and it was printed 12 times, I believe, before the price changed on the cover.
I think that could have been Ivanhoe, could have been. Or the Sword and the Stone or whatever. But yeah. And some of the books I've got are really beat up of classic illustrated, but I do have some that are really nice looking too.
Yeah.
But these are all Boris Karloff. There's got to be somebody out there that is a Boris, likes this kind of books. This is good reading. And all these things were on, or his show was on TV for a long time. And at the same time he was on, there was G-Man was on one day, and I was telling him about Gangbusters and G-Man being on TV too. So
yeah.
So anyway,
Rod, do you have any idea what we're talking about with the HRN number on Classics Illustrated?
I'm just going with the flow, brother. I'm just going with the flow.
Well, at least you're sitting there looking pretty, Rod. At least you're looking pretty.
Well, if anyone ever tries to sell you Classics Illustrated, call one of us and we'll explain the HRN.
That it's all right, man. That's why this is a cool thing about the comic community. Got to itch my leg, man. But you know what, man? We're hanging out, just getting to know each other at the same time. We could talk about Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age books. Then we could take it back old school, man. Like what these guys are doing, things that I've never seen before. It's amazing, man. I like watching this stuff, man. We can talk about Western books. It's dope. It is dope. I remember my dad would sit down. We had a black and white TV. My dad would watch these, Western stuff on TVs. I remember watching even wrestling at the time. Yeah, dials and stuff
I
like
had to see that book.
Oh man, about the struggles of the dials on the TVs.
Yeah.
I did that, man. I did that as a kid. But anyway.
What'd you say about this one, Big Will?
I saw that very book at a convention today.
Oh, yeah? What'd it go for?
Well, it was a little beat, but I think he had it at like $8.
Yeah, I got 12 on this one.
Oh, so I get it for 5.
Yeah, right. Hey, I got something to show Will.
Oh,
good Lord.
what?
That's Batman #2.
Oh, holy.
Batman #2.
I can't.
But I've got to look that up. I've got to look that up. What
Wait a
what
minute.
edition
You
would you
showed
say
off
that's in?
3 the last time, right?
Yeah, it's 1940, #2. And it's worn in its torn.
Look at Steve. He's getting
We have 2 more. I want you to see this one.
Holy.
Fantastic Four #2 or 4. What is it?
That one's number
Last
2.
time
Number 2.
they were not in costume. And the first Scrolls.
For Scrolls, yeah.
Great
Holy
book.
crap, man.
And just one more to wet your whistle.
Don't.
Oh, the first Fantasticar.
Yep.
That's issue 3, isn't it?
Yep.
So right
First
there,
time in costume.
those 3 books are $10,000.
Well,
All right.
So at least you got to see some of the early ones before I take them back to the bank.
They always make me sweat when I'm holding the Batman #2. You know, you just don't get to hold that kind of book in your hand every day.
yeah, man, if that were a 4.0 and it were graded, it would sell for about $6,700.
Which one?
The Batman #2.
I would say it's about a 2 to a 3. I mean, it's all together yet, but she's got some cracks and
Yeah.
a little bit things on them. But you know, the color's still bright on it.
Yeah.
It's been around like me.
So someone asked earlier in the chat, and I'm kind of curious myself. Do you have Lobo, the Western Lobo? It was only 2 issues, 1 and 2. He was one of the first black leading characters in a Western. It'll be in your rare stuff if you do have one.
I want to say I had him look it up the other day, and we said no, but I'll let him check again just to make sure.
The red book is the rare stuff. Okay.
That's appropriate.
And there's a few more people in the house, man. Not really, but we got Chino in the house. We got Chris Barrett. Hello, thank you for hanging out, man. This is Coast to Coast Comics. We're hanging out with the legend himself.
Oh,
CapnComics in the house. Our buddy is rocking out with us right now. Big Will. Got the haircut. He's rocking out. Looks sexy as hell, man.
This one was pretty fun to find the other day.
I do have Lobo #1, but it's 1990.
okay. That'd be the limited
Actual book.
series, I think. That's still a great book, but not nowhere near as great as the other one.
No, it's not expensive at all.
It'd be in your
No.
Westerns.
Oh, Lobo in the Westerns?
Yeah,
Oh,
if you do have it. Yeah, that
Hey,
was a good
Steve,
one
was
to find.
that Defenders #1 that you had in your hand a few seconds ago?
Which one?
Defenders. Was that Defenders #1 you had in your
Yeah,
hand?
what
Oh,
Defenders
no,
was
that's a Defenders #10.
Oh, I thought it was #1.
that?
No,
Hey,
he has
Tim,
Defenders
see that.
#1.
I got #1 right behind me. Mine's is Yellow Pages, but
You ever see this show?
Yeah, man, I love that show.
Yeah, Johnny Quest. This one might be a popular one. Sonic Live.
Well, if it was going to be sold, I'd do it now. The movie's out.
Yeah, this one's from 1997. This one, I told him, this one's probably going to be a popular one. Eternals #3.
#3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one I thought was Apocalypse Now, but it's not.
The homage cover to it.
Yeah, Hamster Triumphs. Something I never seen. I have this book.
That's a cool one. Oh, and it's a newsstand. That's slightly bit more cool then.
Yeah.
I'm still looking in the Westerns.
Calculated Risk. Ever heard of that one?
Heard of it, yes.
Corpses, guys. Never even heard of that one either.
There's a question coming in the chat right now from Boatwright Family in Comics. He said, have any werewolf by night or Mr. Miracle, Mr. Ray?
I want to say he does have some Mr. Miracle, and we have some giant size werewolves by nights in there with like fighting Dracula or something. There's a young blood variant cover.
There wasn't any Lobo Western.
Okay. Well, it's a real rare book, so I wouldn't expect it.
Well, like I said, you know, since a lot of those books came from the guys that were dealers anyway, you know, out of their own collection, you never can tell.
Yeah.
There's a hard case.
Pooh. Batman Bride of the Demon.
Yeah. I'd never heard of that one.
Huh.
Awesome, man. I have to say thank you so much for everyone hanging out right now. Coast to Coast Comics. We have our special guest, Ray, the legend and master of all the long boxes, making Steve whip out the boxes here and there. But you know what? Look at Steve trying to hide. What you doing, Steve? Trying to pull out some more long boxes? Why Ray's got the solar panel? But you know what? Ray is cool, homie. And we got Big Will in the house. He is an awesome comic book community member, man. He is one of the most humble person you will find. But hey, guys, man, there's two more brothers that want to hang out with us. Two fresh brothers.
Okay.
Bring him on.
I'm an old fart.
You're an old fart, yeah.
We'll bring in some young bloods right now. And if you got any young blood comic books, this goes right to Two Brother Comics. Hey, man, people love you, man. Yeah. That's why they want to hang out with you, man.
I watched you guys' show the other day where you went to a comic book store and was showing all those books on a rack and everything and all those toys. That was pretty interesting.
Thank you for that. We appreciate that.
I went there today.
Oh,
yeah,
did you?
What do you think?
I want to show this I got for Big Will. We've showed this before, but Big Will, you might not have seen this. This is from 1919.
Hit me, Ray.
It's called Bringing Up Father.
19.
Okay.
These are comic books. You find these in your price guide under Victorian
age or Victorian?
Victorian.
Platinum.
So these are the Victorian age. Okay.
It might be platinum too. Could be platinum. It was one or the other.
Yeah.
And this here is 1919.
Oh, nice.
And it is. I wrote right on them. They came from the platinum age. This is the last one.
Yeah.
So
platinum is like 1880s up until the golden age starts to like 1935 or 1938. People argue that. And then the Victorian age is everything before. So it's like 400 years worth of stuff.
Yeah, I wrote the age, the dates on there. You're right. It's 1883 to 1938. So I was born in 37. So that'll give you an idea. That's 81 years ago.
1937. You sure? Hey, Ray, you sure you didn't say 1987? because you look good as hell, man. You're that fine glass of wine.
You know, it's a good thing I have a shirt on, because when it comes Halloween, I'm going to stand next to the kids at the door with my shirt off and scare the heck out of them. I'm so skinny.
Well, I've done that before, and I would never do it again.
No senses on these at all. Like nobody's ever had any of these censored before or graded at all.
Yeah, well, it's because they can only grade up to their slab, encapsulated the piece of plastic, and those books are so weird and so odd size that they'd have to create a whole new mold, so they just don't even bother grading them.
All right, guys, if you give me one quick minute right now, I want to say what's up to my brothers right now. Two Brother Comics, man, for the first time. This is happening. They're from across the state right now. These guys are together. It's awesome to see these guys. Yo, if you've never seen them before, man, Two Brother Comics, let the people know who you are.
So we're brothers. I'm the older brother. He's the younger brother. Nate lives in Alabama. I'm in Georgia, and we have our own channel where we do a lot of different content. Everything from tutorials to unboxings to creator interviews, a little bit of everything. And the main goal is to grow the comic community, right? But right now, man, we wanted to jump on just to be a part of this. Tell Ray, I mean, this stuff is incredible. I've been watching it for the last hour, driving back to where we're staying, and then I drove over here. I mean, the books you have and the history, I mean, it's amazing. It truly is. And so I told Dust, I said, let's jump on. Great opportunity to just say how much we truly appreciate what you have in your collection, because it is something to be in awe of. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, well, I know that some of the stuff, we've shown a couple of different times, but when we get somebody new on there, I like to at least let them see something that's of the past, just in case they didn't catch Rod's show,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, but I imagine everybody catches his show, don't you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They should be.
He does so dang many, you can't not watch him.
Right. Well, these two guys, Big Will and Rod, they're the ones that brought us into this, YouTube community. So when we started this out, we were kind of laying low for a little bit, and Big Will found our channel, sent it over to Rod. And then, 2 months later, here we are. But so it's actually quite fitting to be on here with both of you guys. So we appreciate that. But like I said, we just really wanted to jump on and just get the opportunity to tell you how much we just appreciate your collection. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Steve told me that we have one watcher, or what do you call it again?
What ifers?
No. One. You said you were the only one.
The only one.
How many, like you guys try to get up to 1,000 people?
Oh,
100 subscribers.
All right.
We have one, and Steve's the one.
Only the subscriber to his channel.
So we haven't really got a channel yet, do we?
No, not yet. We're still working on your live stream.
We're having a hard time getting the live stream to work on my computer. I have an Apple computer, and it is so sensitive to stuff that.
Yes.
So anyway, we're going to keep trying, though. But we got a few more things to show if you guys aren't bored.
Oh no,
run it. We're not bored whatsoever, man. If I'm gonna empty my bladder, can I do that real quick? I'm gonna run out.
Yeah,
put your shirt on.
I just want you to
I
know.
need a shirt on. Yo, that goes way back, man.
I just want you to know you'll be missed.
No, I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds, man. I'll leave the chair like this. How about?
This is from 2000, a Comic-Con book.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
I think
some of those are getting valuable. Those Comic-Con books.
If anybody wants it, they can add that to their collection.
A special edition, I think, is what it was. I looked it up. Good old Elvis.
I love my dinosaur stuff.
Gotta love Elvis, man. He is and still is the king.
Do either one of you three have a young girl, like one of your children being a young girl?
Nick's
I got
6 months old.
8 months. She's 8 months old.
No, what I was thinking of is I found these two things,
Oh,
and they're cutouts for dolls and everything.
that's cool.
And I just want them to go to a good home. So that's why I was wondering. They've never been opened.
Wow.
And I think they tie in with Shirley Temple.
Really?
It
Yeah.
looks like it.
Right on.
Cool.
They're from 1991.
Wow.
And I put $15 on them.
Okay.
So, and there's two of them.
Okay.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, I may have to do that. That's pretty neat.
Uh-oh.
This is. Have you guys ever been to a museum and just been completely in awe of something? Because this is kind of what this is like for me. I'm just sitting here like my mouth's open. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, but this is a museum where you can buy the stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's Machine Man. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, right on.
Oh, yeah, that's the second series, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, I've never shown this before.
Uh-oh.
This is the first time. I got this in 1965. Wait a minute, no. It came out in 65. I got it in 90. Well, I didn't get here till 83. There was a guy who was a motorcycle rider, and his girlfriend, he got killed on the motorcycle, and she called me up and said, I got a bunch of comics and other stuff I'd like to sell. And so I went over there and bought something from her. But this was written to Mrs. Davenport back in 1965. It's a drawing of Alley Oop.
Of Alley-oop?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And there's a letter that goes with it, signed by
Yeah.
it went to Mrs. Davenport, but it's signed by Dorling Hamlin or something, but it came from Vincent T. Hamlin, Sarasota, Florida, and it had to do, it's a letter of authenticity for the alley-oop drawing.
Wow.
And it says to Ray Davenport, and it's from 1964, and then this here. So, you know, I know people that don't even know who alley-oop was.
Well, I have to confess, the only reason I kind of know that it was an old comic strip is because of the song that came out about that time.
Alley-oop, boop, boop. Yep, that's right. Do the brothers, had you ever seen anything pertaining to alley-oop?
I haven't.
No.
Nope.
So,
How about Predator? We'll come back to that.
Oh,
You
I
guys know that.
There's you.
Yeah, it was a little monkey guy drawn on that thing that he just had, and it said "Wow" right above his head.
All right.
That's the comic alley-oop.
Oh, look at that Flash Gordon.
this is the Flash Gordon one in a box.
Oh
This
man, that's
this
mine,
also-
man.
This also came,
You already got the Daredevil. Back up now.
this,
I'm just
Take it
kidding,
out of the
Rob.
box, Greg. Take it out of the box.
Oh, good God.
Oh,
So
I'm
if
gonna give it a
anybody-
food panel right now, guys.
Roger's trying to hide what's below the table.
so if anybody wants a Flash Gordon book, here is one.
Oh, wait. We might know somebody that might want that.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not holding my breath. So
What kind of
found
book
out
is
that-
that?
Steve saw that one of these was for sale without the box. And the book was pretty pathetic. I'm going to have to lay it down. Pretty pathetic the way it looked. And but the box was just shot, wasn't it?
Yeah,
or
it was
something
all
like that.
water damaged.
So this isn't damaged. So if somebody wants the box and the thing, I thought I priced it. I guess I must have not priced it. But anyway, Will, what would you think this would be worth? Just guessing, or either of the brothers, either one.
Can you show it again? Can you show it again, Ray, if you don't mind?
And what year is it from again?
That's a good question.
It was inside. It was like.
I should write it down. So
Yeah.
You can go ahead while I get it.
All right. I'll show a couple other modern books. How about that one?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
consider
You know
that
that
modern
one.
anymore. That's
Oh,
a
yeah. I'll just get that one
that
back.
one. Damn it. Keep that one.
I need one.
I think somebody has this one.
I
I
need
got
that. That one is the one I
That's a good
want.
one.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I want to say he has about 3 or 4 of these. This
Yeah,
is
I
it.
like suits. I like that cover the best.
This one is in really nice shape.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm starting
Looks
to make
like,
a message about.
Congrats, Dustin and Nick.
Oh, that's old news. They hit that about noon today, you know.
I'm just showing it, man. I'm just showing
It was
it.
a fight for that last 3 because
Right.
we had Perry on. We kept losing people, but
Cap
I
helped us.
saw it was at $4.99. I said, "Hey, wife, you need to subscribe to these guys." All right.
thank you. Tell them to unsubscribe until like 5:40.
Okay, this book was put out in 1967.
Ooh.
The cover has a tear on the bottom of it right here on the cover, but we got the piece. And I mentioned to Rod, should I scotch tape that piece back on? You know?
Ooh, never.
I wouldn't.
Never. No
Yeah,
rest.
and that's just it's just like a book cover is what it is. The book
Yeah,
itself
Dust
is
jacket.
Case, yeah.
completely fine.
It's called a dust jacket.
Whatever.
Not a slipcase.
$2 grand.
You're asking for prices.
I honestly wouldn't know what that should be worth, but I know just from secondhand knowledge of stuff that you can get $100 out of it easily.
Yeah, well, the beat
How
up
much
one
more? I don't
was,
know.
120.
the beat up one that Steve saw was 120 without a box.
Well, then that's worth at least 150.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you got the
So
box,
for Rod,
of
it'd
course,
be
it's gonna go for the
$250.
valley for sure, man.
I'd say probably. I was thinking like around 300, man, with the box and everything, but maybe Big Will's a lot more knowledgeable in
Hey,
that direction.
the way you do it is you say 300, and if no one bites it, you got room to go down.
Well, I'm
That's how
asking
you hustle them. You gotta hustle.
I'm really asking you guys' advice, and it's dated 1967, I believe. Okay, I think that's the date.
Alex by Alex.
So if it goes at if it's at retail right now, say 300. So then you can walk out. Well, you can hustle and be like, all right, it's 300 retail. You want to make a profit out of it, so you can still make $100 or 125.
Yeah.
So
Well, the big key for that would be to find a
Is
Flash Gordon collector too. I mean,
is that Miracle Man the original?
Yeah, you're
the
right, guys.
British
You're right,
one?
brothers.
Number 1,
Very nice. That's a nice book.
85. This one's in fine to near.
Near man. Oh, find extra fine.
Another machine head.
First series number 1. That's Jack Kirby right there.
Yep.
Man.
Super the comment said to the wifey, "Happy wife, happy life,
She's in the chat
man."
watching you, Rod.
What was that?
She's in the chat watching you.
Oh, I'll be. Oh, is that her right here?
No,
No, not her, but this one here.
yeah, that's his wife.
Oh,
Dead.
Oh, I love that companion. I picked one of those up.
holy coconuts, man! You got a nice little hottie there, man.
I remember
There was the weird thing.
We both did.
See that side?
Oh, we got this one right there, man.
Hold on. What is
Bringing
that?
up the heat. Holy coconuts, man.
That's
Hold
all.
on.
Is that the both covers of the sides of the companion?
I want to say this one's a comic book. This one is a comic book, but then this is a thick book.
That's a trade.
Oh, it's
yeah.
the trade. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me put that on my list of things to message about later.
I don't have any of those books.
Now I
whatsoever.
threw another one of these ones in there.
Marvel team up.
Already
on
got
there.
it. You
Now,
can-
do you know if that is the glossy or the matte finish on the cover? Because if you
Well, I
have
want to say that he did have the first one we showed was the glossy one. This one's kind of the dullish one.
the map.
I'm asking because there's a difference of almost $200 between the two.
It's
Right.
a big difference.
Oh.
But
Are you?
This
He's
is
not
in
going to
mint
open it.
condition. It doesn't. You can't really tell if it's that glossy or not. It's so clean. White is white. You know, it's been in the bag the whole time. You know, you can see how white it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had one that was perfect, man, and it still came back a 9.6. I was so disappointed.
Well, apparently it wasn't perfect.
That's dope.
It was another machine.
That's some awesome art.
Yep.
Do you feel unworthy being on this? Because I do. Oh, we got that book sitting over there. I love those Star
We don't
Wars
have
books.
number one though. That's number one.
You know, I'm looking for a good high grade copy of Star Wars #1, the first print. That's like my goal for the year.
The one from 77?
Yeah.
He has it. He has two of them.
Put it on your list.
Yeah, put it on my list.
He started smiling like cha-ching. There went some money.
I gotta sell some.
No, I'm just smiling. I'm
That is
listening
a
to Steve.
beautiful copy. Look
I
at
love
that.
that. That's his first appearance, right?
No.
No.
Oh, I
He-Man's first appearance. They have a preview in a New Teen Titans issue, but his first appearance is in the DC Comics
There it is.
Presents line.
That's what it is. Okay.
The Marvel Age, wasn't he in that one? Or no, that was the DC one. Yeah, that's right. There's the number 2 of it.
I'm just making lists.
Space Knight.
I need my wife
Number 1.
watching.
And dudes, man, if you want some books, reach out to Captain Comics and Ray, man. Comics has an Instagram.
I heard Ray's got a good what if collection too.
Oh yeah.
That's my thing. Me and Cap's about to do some really cool stuff on these what ifs.
Yeah, well, send me a list. Send it to Steve or whatever. Send me a list so that I can see, do I have it? And if you're putting it in your own collection, then if I have 2 copies, I'll send you the best one.
Awesome.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, what's that?
Nice.
What's that, brother?
Marvel Super Action. Look at that cap on the front there.
Number 2.
The red skull on the bottom. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How about this one? A little Daredevil-ish.
Uh-oh.
Oh, listen, Daredevil, man. You know
There's
that.
nobody in here that likes Daredevil, I don't think, though, is there?
I get cracked on every time I say Daredevil.
Hey, man, it's all good. You talking
Number
to a
1.
Power Rangers fan here, brother. You ain't.
Collect your way, Rod.
That one's kind of different.
Do my dance, man.
Lenore. Those
Never
are
heard of that one.
covers.
Mm-mm. I'm digging. He's got the old 5-changer stereo behind him back
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I just picked that up the
Number
other day.
1.
Oh yeah.
You got another one?
Those are starting to gain in value now. That
Yeah.
run. It was just 2 of the issues. Now they're all getting
There's
that
that
second print.
right there.
So I see the 87 reprints. Do you have the first issue too?
Oh yeah.
The one that's red?
Yeah. He's got about 3 of them ones too.
Did you see they went downstairs?
Oh, I saw.
And
everything.
he had a whole diamond print facility down there.
Dracula.
Dude.
He's about to be a pretty big character.
See, he just went through these past couple of weeks and made a couple boxes of random boxes, threw in some modern, some old school, just, different things that, like I told him, hey, Bloodsport's got a movie coming out. Let's throw some of them in, first appearance of Iron Man, some black suit Spider-Mans, Ray just went through the past couple of weeks and just been making all different boxes for all different shows to show different comic books.
I had to go to one of the stationery stores that prints envelopes for people so I could get some more envelope boxes, and I really filled up probably 18 envelope boxes of just stuff. I want to show you some things that, well, your dad would have wanted this kind of stuff. These are the old Coca-Cola ads.
Oh.
They were in the back of National Geographic magazines. I'll let Steve go. He's pretty good at it. So if there's people that are just looking for Coca-Cola ads, I mean,
that's a cool one.
And these are what they were the back cover of National Geographic. Now, I didn't tear these off when I bought this lady's accumulation of stuff, not comics, but a different lady. She had a bunch of antiques and old magazines and stuff like that weren't comics. And I thought, why not fix them up in some kind of plastic and let people look at them? Somebody across the country will say, oh, I collect Coca-Cola ads.
Yeah, Coca-Cola is a really collectible thing, especially out here in Coke country where I'm at. I mean, I'm in Atlanta, so we got the Coke factory out here, and it's Coca-Cola crazy out here. A guy I used to work with, him and his wife, I mean, if it had a Coca-Cola emblem on it, I mean, they collected it. They had like 3-4 storage units filled with all that stuff. So I mean, it's definitely a huge following out there for Coke collectibles for sure.
Well, you guys are in a good market as far as for your stuff. You're in a good area. This is an old book. This
was only issued to statesmen who stayed in Hawaii.
Servicemen who stayed in Hawaii.
What happened to the sound?
I have no idea. That was not through my end.
It was for servicemen who were stationed over in Hawaii.
Oh, that's cool.
Did we lose you guys?
Still here?
Just the sound for a minute, but you're good now.
Okay.
So can you show that a little closer?
I see him. Barry collects Coke.
Okay. Making sure that I hope those are shorts and not just a shadow. Then again, if it was for men overseas,
right there.
We only have one of those, but that's more like for an antique collector.
That is cool. I love stuff like that. The history you have in these boxes, I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah. So I'm curious, how do you go about pricing something? Is there something you use, or do you just, like, if you were to price one of those Spider-Man 282s or 252s that you had over there, how would you go about doing that?
He goes off of everything off of Overstreet.
Okay. I'm shocked at how accurate Overstreet really is for a lot of things.
Well, Overstreet, is when I'm looking at the book, it's already a year old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of going by that. And then Steve will say, hey, somebody's coming out in a movie. I think maybe we should adjust it this way or that way. And so I just go by his thinking.
Like the Westerns, we found that, what was it, Gunsmoke? The one with the black dot, the rare one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I have one of those.
He had $6 on it, and I was trying to buy it off of him for $6, and it didn't work too good.
Well, that was 26 years ago.
I'm like, I got $8. You want to go up to $8 for that one? He's like, you better tell me what price you have on it first.
Here's another kid's one. This is from 1938.
Wow, that's insane.
Can you get a little bit close? What are those on the cover?
They're farm friends, man. Read the title.
on, dude. They're animals.
Okay, let me be clear. Dustin's TV's like 50 feet from us, and I barely can see anyways.
It's a 42-inch TV, though.
That's awesome. That's really cool. All right, let me put that on a list of things to message about. See, because with my
Raiders
little girl,
Lost Ark.
that's really cool. I would love to be able to put some
Black
old
hole.
history.
You're just looking for an excuse to hang comic books up in her room.
Clash of the
mad at it,
Titans.
Ooh, that's a great movie.
That is
movie.
really cool.
Classic stuff for sure.
Good.
I would pay him just let me come up there and
It's
just.
a third edition.
That's cool.
Well, cool. You can drive us out there. We'll drag my bike, and I'll hang out with Cap and go ride, and you can go hang out.
So
and
if I were to break out my Overstreet, my current one, and look up something based on the grade, that would tell me how much I'd be looking at if I were going to ask you how much for this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well,
I
I
mean,
can do more
sometimes,
research
you know,
then on getting the
like,
list together.
He does coins. Grading of coins.
Yeah.
So he goes by extra fine, mint. You know, he
Yeah,
doesn't go by the 9.0s. You know,
I can translate. I'm used to both.
right. Yeah. So I mean, that's how we sometimes get in a conflict about either is, well, what's a 9.7 go for, or a 9.5, but what's a 6.5? You know, so there's a lot of variety in there with each one.
I'm probably saying good, very good, fine, extra fine, mint,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
What's got next?
I want to
Well,
say
we're at
just for
2 hours and 40 minutes. Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we should. Steve's got to go home.
Who's got to go home, man?
Where'd your wife go?
She said, call her when I'm ready to be done.
Oh, okay. You know, I think we exceeded the last 2 shows. Each show we go a little bit longer, and I really appreciate all you guys coming on and your input, and
we
it's
appreciate
fun
being able to come in.
talking this stuff.
It's incredible. I mean, like I said, I know I said it twice. I mean, the stuff you have, man, I'm in awe when I look at it. And every show I've watched, I'm just sitting there like with my mouth open.
The last one I was watching live, and I swear to you, I sat here and watched the whole thing like this, and it got all the way to the end, and I'm like, I didn't even comment, tell Rod I was watching, say hey, nothing. I just sitting there watching the whole time. I mean, it's awesome getting to see all that stuff for sure.
Well, it's nice that you got on too. You know, I got a little bit of information. It's nice to know that another Hopalong Cassidy guy.
Well, thanks for letting me come on, Rod. And ditto to everything that they said.
Okay. And the brothers, your stuff is really neat what you do.
Thank you.
know?
We appreciate that.
Which one of you is the oldest?
And better looking.
Okay. Well, I noticed that the younger one talks more than you do.
I can't get a word in.
That's what I do for a living. I talk.
Yep.
But I enjoyed your show. And Rod, thank you for having us on. And we're still waiting to figure out when we're supposed to send you your comic books. You know, we're in the right time of year where we don't have mold. But by the time you get around to it, we might have mold.
Yo, Ray, stop busting my balls, man. I already made some purchase from you. All right. So that is
And
my
Will,
homies, my brothers, my friends right now. That is
Hey,
two
Will
brother
and the 2 brothers, have either one of you guys been up here where Mount Rushmore is?
No.
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 Okay, that's
Trying to get Dustin to come up here for the rally.
that's where I live. And we have the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. It usually has 300,000 bikers. So it's not a small thing.
No.
So a
Oh,
town
yeah.
of 2,700 people has to contend with 300,000 bikers.
I bet you it's crazy.
Yeah. That's Wow.
Supposed to have about 2 million this year for the 80th.
That's
Yeah.
so you're in
Right.
South Dakota?
Yeah. Yep. We're 25 miles from Mount Rushmore.
That is really cool.
That is cool.
So I play tourist all the time. But
Especially
anyway, thank you again for having us on, Rod. And we're going to sign off so that my voice can recover.
Well, we definitely
All
want
right.
to do another show with Big Will. Definitely two brothers. I'll see you tomorrow.
yes, sir. See you.
Rod, you're always great. You're the best host that there is. Shout out to Jabroni and everybody else that watched the show tonight. Gamma Ray, you know, we love you all, and that's why Ray does this. He brings out anywhere from golden age to modern age just to perk everybody's interest on everything, you know. And there's still many more boxes that he could be going through.
Yeah, we haven't even touched the surface of it yet.
But Ray, you gotta go, man. Stop talking, man.
Well, we're going to save
I'm
some.
hanging out with Ray. I'm your host, Roderick, man. Thank you so much for Big Will for hanging out with us throughout this entire show right now. Two Brother Comics for jumping on and being part of the panel, man.
Thank you guys.
Amazing. They just broke 500. I put this because they're gonna hit 1,000 soon. So, hey Ray, thank you so much. I love you, brother. I love you, Steve. And with that being said, man, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Okay. Hey, you know what that is? In Latin, that's Pax Vobiscum, which means peace be with you.
Exactly.
That's the only thing I learned in school in Latin.
And I'm looking forward to my discount. All right, bye.